Be careful, sisters. My husband did not clean himself after using the toilet and was not a Muslim. I am already married and divorced. There is too much to say. He claims to have been Muslim for 2 years and I have known him for 7 months. We met through a local mosque that my brother goes to. My father passed away young and my brother is only 17, so he did his best and tried to find a suitable match through the mosque. The imam recommended this person and vouched for him. After my nikah last week, I went to his house during the day just to settle in and slowly ease myself into his life. Someone asked how I know he does not do clean himself. We were talking about going to France and Italy and then Dubai and Abu Dhabi. I made some joke about bidet spray and how we will have better access to them in Dubai. He joked back saying does not matter to him, he does not wash himself anyway. I laughed it off, then later when I needed to use the toilet, I saw he never had bidet spray or washing cup or anything. I'm not going to lie, this disgusted me. Next day I went back to see him. I randomly talked about the comment he made. He told me he knows what istanja is but did not see the need of doing it. I asked him if he had studied these things and decided to show him a video. He got upset and said I was ruining the mood. I went back home and explained this to my family. Next day he came over, we were all together, he decided to use the toilet. Me, my mother and brother went quiet as soon as he went, this was so awkward. My husband and brother then went to the mosque later. He left later that evening and my brother said he did not do wudu. He asked him at the mosque that if he will do it, he said he did it at our house. My brother said that's not possible as he came back from the toilet really quickly and no one can dry themselves so good that there are no signs of wudu left. Yesterday he phoned me, he said he is coming over to pick me up, I said okay but I needed to talk to him. I asked him why he won't do istanja and wudu, he asked me who told you I don't do wudu, I told him my brother, then he said he did not feel the need to. I asked him why, he said he will explain everything to me once I come over. He started telling me how he will take care of me, love me and never let anyone hurt me. I almost threw up in my mouth, how can I love someone who can't even clean themselves? I tried to bring the conversation back to this but he won't relent. I made an excuse that my mother was calling me and will come over and finally consummate our marriage tonight. Just give me a few minutes and I will phone him so he can pick me up later. I just sat and waited there. He phoned me again after an hour. He said he is coming over to pick me up. I could not take it and said to him that if we were to consummate our marriage he would need to get tested. He got angry and said this was not in the conditions when we agreed to marry. I said yes but I thought you were a practicing Muslim when I agreed to marry and you clearly are not. He calmed down a bit and then said he is willing to take the test but I just needed to come over and he could cuddle me and explain things to him. I honestly felt sick to my stomach. I think he was trying to manipulate me. I know I am in no position to ask if someone is a Muslim or not but yesterday many people messaged me saying there is some sort of trend going on to sleep with chaste women. I could not get those thoughts out and I finally asked him if he is a Muslim or not. He said he believes in God. I asked him again if he is a Muslim or not. He said something definitely exists and there is a higher power. I kept asking him and finally started crying on the phone because I realized he has been fooling me all along. I finally took the courage to ask him if he is actually Muslim or he just wanted to marry me. He said he is not happy how society is becoming decadent and he needed some escape and he thinks I can take care of him, and he needs me. I told him I can never see him again and the last 7 months seem like hell to me now. Rather than being the happiest day of my life I feel cheated and I never want to see him again. He said not a problem, it was a small amount of mehr anyway, no need to return it. I told him I wanted to do this properly so I can get closure. He said keep the money. Then before I could say anything he said, if not you then someone else, this is way too easy, and cut the phone on me.